Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome back to Get Grounded. We are on day 2 of setting intentions. So here's my story. My 9-year-old daughter, Miley, she goes to a school where it's a uniform school. So any day that is a free dress day since first grade, and I'll tell you why in a minute, she is nervous. She has anxiety over free dress, over wearing something that isn't a uniform. She doesn't want the attention on her. She doesn't want to get in trouble in any way. And it fills her with anxiety, which in turn fills me with anxiety. In first grade, it was Broncos Day at her school. And I sent my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, in Broncos gear, because that's what you do on Broncos Day. Well, it turns out no other child in her class had Broncos gear on. So that made my daughter feel different. And we all know in elementary and middle school, it's hard to feel different. And it brought attention to her that she didn't want. So ever since then, she's been really gun shy when it comes to wearing anything but her normal uniform, which is cute little pants and a polo shirt. So yesterday was fall dress day, jeans and a fall shirt. I picked out 3 different things, helped her. She likes for me to pick those out with her. 3 different options for her to choose from. And she just had so much anxiety that it didn't make it possible for her to have any fun with this. As the morning went on, her anxiety rose, and in turn my anxiety rose, and I'm not very proud of how I handled it. It ended with her in tears and me, after trying to do breathing with her, teach her about mindfulness. We always do mindful exercises together, so that was a part of how I was trying to help, and rationalize with her. After trying to do all those things, none of them worked, and she was in tears, which in turn made me take the shirt that I had picked out for her, throw it to the ground in disgust, and say, I don't care. Wear a trash bag if you want. Just put something on. And then I walked out of the room, and she's sobbing, you guys. I felt horrible. So when she left for school, we were fine. We kissed goodbye, all of that. There was no big argument. It just wasn't pretty, to be honest with you. And when she got home from school, I had spent some time being mindful. And here's what that looked like. I needed to raise my self-awareness. I knew I didn't like how I acted. So bingo, that's raising my self-awareness. Number 2, I needed to have some accountability. I've struggled with anxiety my whole life until I found mindfulness. I still struggle. Mindfulness just makes it so much easier. I don't always have a lot of patience for myself or for my anxiety, so I was projecting that onto my daughter. So there's my accountability. I also have to have empathy, and the empathy starts with myself after my accountability. The empathy is, it's hard to deal with a 9-year-old girl with emotions. It's hard to deal with anxiety when you work on your own anxiety. So that leads me to my intentions for today. Who I want to be as a parent, who I want to be as a woman, mentor to my daughter. And this is what that looks like. I am patient, and I have enough to give away. I am understanding, and I will apply that to myself, and I will also give it away to my daughter. I am humble, and what that means is I will apologize, and I will continue to apologize when I make mistakes with my children. I am an example. I provide the lead for how to deal with anxiety. If I deal with my anxiety in a constructive way by being mindful, my daughter will deal with her anxiety in a constructive way by being mindful. So those are my intentions today. Now it's time for you to set yours. After you set your intentions, please do not forget, we take a deep breath and we send it out. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Get Grounded.